guys, Tara here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We are on Kholodny Ferma, playing for spawning on the left. We have Frost as the OKW, and his loadout is Luftwaffe Ground Forces, newly revised. Overwatch and Firestorm, also newly revised. Currently around rank 40, OKW. Frost was very involved in playtesting the patch, so maybe we'll get to see some strategies from him. Maybe he's a bit ahead of the meta at this stage, could be. Facing off against him on the right, we have Caesar as Soviets, who is straight away locked in defensive here. Currently around rank 20 as the Soviets. I think I recently cast a game with him and Brosras teaming up in 2v2s. I think they're the rank 3 2v2 team. But yeah, we're probably going to be seeing the Dishka. Did receive some nerfs to suppression, reinforcement, stuff like that. Have to see if it's still worth making. Do see a Kubel from Frost as well, which is, you know, it has received a few nerfs. Don't know if this is a map I would use the Kubel on, but he has. Going to be seeing M3 from Caesar as well, who's actually gone for a different build to what used to be the norm. Actually gone for a conscript instead of 2 combat engineers early. He thinks now that conscripts have received the changes, they're worth getting. Some people have been claiming they're the new Penguins. I don't think they're quite that strong. Fortunately, these will still beat them. But they are better than they were. Getting a bit of damage done there. Frost immediately going for a kitten to try counter that.
Anti-tank battery is ready for deployment.
I don't think Frost wants to engage in this fight. He's having trouble with this cover position. Now sandwiched between 2 squads. Kind of needs to get out of there, but might just stick around to try hold the ground so he doesn't get pushed through the middle, especially if that penal squad makes it to this garrison over here. That could be quite a bit of trouble. Frost actually locking in Firestorm. Conscripts take a lot of damage, but no models dropped yet. Looks like a Raketen connected with the scout car, forcing it away. He needs to kind of retreat to repair it in his own territory, that way he can upgrade the flamethrower at the same time as repairing the vehicle. He actually gets out here. I think he was going to try to repair it over here, but it's dying. I think, you know, if he just drove over this way, it probably could have gotten away there. It's interesting to note Frost put a mine down here, so maybe if in the future the scout car tried to chase down here to wipe a squad, it would actually run over that mine. Nice mine positioning there. Quite helpful if you've got a sniper as well and maybe worried about 222 chasing it down. It's a good position for a mine. Oh! The kitten gets decrewed. He's gone for the cutoff here, but it's actually not cutting off, you know. At the moment, Frost has control of the center and control of his munitions, so this cutoff attempt was in vain. Didn't really achieve too much. Gotta make sure you have, you know, one of the other two. Either the central VP or the munitions if you want to go for the cutoff like that. And Frost, despite getting the Kubel and the Raketen, still going for 4 squads of Volksgrenadiers. But I think it makes sense because, you know, he doesn't have Fallschirmjägers or Jägerlights or something to call in. So he's going to be relying on his Volksgrenadiers until he gets Obers. So he needs to have enough of them to repel these penals. It's a mistake I sometimes make when building a Raketen early, not going for another squad of Volksgrenadiers and then finding myself floating a bit of manpower, wishing I had another squad of Volks. Incendiary grenade lobbed out here. Quite a lot of damage to these penals. Oh, has he forgotten about these folks? It looks like they jump. Oh my god. Was that a misclick? They vaulted. Oh, are they going to get away? Oh, no way. I was like, no way are they going to get away. Vaulted the sandbags by accident before hitting retreat. Cost him his squad there. So a pretty even match so far, I feel. See, this time now that he's got the central VP neutralized, now the cutoff is actually counting for something. Ooh. Close call. Could be indeed Kubel there. Looks like Kubel was running in for a push, and as the Volksgrenadiers were closing in, trying to, you know, minimize damage they could output and rely on the damage output from the Volksgrenadiers to push away the penals. Good idea. It's kind of 50-50. Like, do you want the damage from the Kubel's gun to try and take down the penals, or go for the strategy that Frost did? End up working out for him. Here we do see the first Dishka for Caesar. He's gone 4 penals into Dishka. Usually you'd see 3 penals into Dishka. Oh no, that's not. Oh, that's, okay, I was misreading the situation. That's actually the squad conscripts from earlier. Okay, so that is quite unusual. So I'd say 2 bursts against heavy cover. The old Dishka probably would have got a suppression there. But not in this case. He's actually having quite a lot of trouble suppressing the squad. Doing quite a lot of damage to them though. Actually have one squad of PTRS penals picked up. Which is interesting because there's not really that much for them to shoot at apart from the Kubel. I feel like you can generally just rely on the penals SVTs to do enough damage to the Kubel. I didn't feel like it was that much of an issue for him. Frost has gone for the mid truck, and as you can see, it looks like he's going straight for a medium tank, not bothering with the flak half track. Interesting to see he's going for the ISG though. Oh, we've got some MP40 Volksgrenadiers here. And this is the ideal range for them. They'll shred penals at this range. Oh, but he's going to take a bit of satchel damage. Decides to retreat after that. Kubel's still alive, doing a really good job keeping this alive even after that M3 was on the field. Is that a heavy mortar team being wheeled in for Caesar? Caesar also looks like he's going to forego getting a light vehicle. He's got enough fuel that he should have started his tech instead of building this heavy mortar if that was his plan. Oh, another close call there from Kubel. So you did receive, you know, a few nerfs to its range, but actually received some buffs to its anti-garrison capabilities. I think most people would still prefer pretty much any other mortar team, but It is noticeably better. Oh, he's actually using the smoke there. Interesting. I believe the smoke is on a separate cooldown to the HE barrage. So let's have that going for it. MP40 Fox using their smoke, trying to close in on the penals. Smoke and HE grenades share the same cooldown. Perhaps he should have charged all the way through. Looks like he's going to have enough time to wait for the smoke to cool down and lob another one. Looks like he... Oh no, he's using the ISG smoke. Nice. Maybe he used the munitions for another weapon upgrade. His TGs this time. Oh, the heavy mortar shell almost results in the death. Because yeah, you can't over-invest in those MP40 Fox. Pretty much max of 2 squads. Oh, that's a dead Kugel. Slight miss micro there, it looks like. Let's get into the garrison outside Frost base. That could be trouble. HE grenade. Could he get the squad? Oh, bad time to get in the building there. If he just tried to chase along this course, he might have got it. Yeah, there's that flamer. Okay, it's coming up now. But Caesar's looking pretty good right now. It's in a pretty good position. But Frost has a lot of fuel. He's building his tech truck. So, you know, if he puts his Schwer covering this cutoff, these harassment attempts are going to be a lot less effective in the future.
Supply sector under attack.
The heavy mortar team, I'm very surprised that this evaded the nerfs, honestly. Thought its auto fire range would also get a nerf. Like most other things did, but somehow escaped. Oh man, they are getting shredded. Should get away though. Very high health model. Frost has suffered quite a lot of harassment.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Wow, actually retreating the discus straight away. Did set up quite favourably though, the gunner at the back, so would have been the last one to get shot. Probably could have just fought that one out. But he was playing cautiously.
The sector is at risk.
There goes the HE grenade, out comes the squad. Looks like he might have got himself with that grenade a little bit though.
We need to re-establish our supply lines.
So I thought I saw a few more men doing the fire dance there. It's just one model.
I have the men ready. We are ready to go,
God, remember when flamethrowers did criticals? Oh my god. Oh, they were so disgusting.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector. 300 points stand between us and defeat.
Oh, and when they exploded as well on a critical? Oh my god. So much RNG
The enemy has
in the
taken
early
our
days.
supply sector.
Here comes the first medium tank for Caesar. Frost actually at the required amount of fuel for his Panzer IV, but he's a little bit more manpower. He's got double Raketens though. So I think he thought he was a bit further behind on the resource game. Serving for the double Raketens, so he wasn't caught badly off guard. But he ends up delaying his medium tank as a result. Could go straight for the Panther though at this stage. He's actually quite close to the new fuel cost for the Panther. 185, a bit cheaper than it was before. And because, you know, this is just defensive, it's not at least you're fighting off against just T-34s and SU-85s instead of the Lend-Lease Shermans, so the Panthers a little bit better against them, especially because they, you know, they don't have the improved moving accuracy and that little bit of bonus penetration that the Lend-Lease Sherman has. Also went for quite a defensive position on his Schwer, really just looking to prevent squads getting into this building and keep his infantry support gun safe. Didn't try to go for a cover protection at all. It's a very conservative play. But from this position, it's very unlikely to get killed by a heavy mortar siege. Ooh. So yeah, playing very safely. But this Panther's going to have to do some heavy lifting. Interesting to see he's gone for another squad of PTRS Penals before even any armors on the field. So he's going to be relying. Oh, runs straight over the mine. The kittens are nearby. This could be a dead T-34 right here. Doesn't have sight. Oh, he does have sight. Looks like the flak base did perhaps enough to kill it. One more shot. Oh, he runs out of range. Remember, the kitten can no longer be suppressed, so that's a big buff to it there. So if it could be suppressed, there's no way he would have made that shot. Probably should have just gone for the attack round max range with the kitten anyway. But sometimes it's hard to micro that. We've got some incendiary rounds coming in onto the church. Dishka needs to react quickly. Those do quite a lot of building damage. Panther's on the chase as well, going after the first T-34. He's desperately trying to micro. There's a mine here though. And there it goes. Incendiary rounds from the ISG take care of it. Oh, but the Panther runs over the mine. If he just chased a little bit further, would have got this, but perhaps he was also busy microing. Oh my god, 2 frontal penetrations by the T-34. Incredible luck here. 3 in a row! Oh, not like this. Nice tech round there. Bounces that one. But they're going to go for another tech round. I think this blocks shots, yeah, so he doesn't get it. Now the PTRS Penals. Panther on the road. A little bit faster with the damaged engine. Looks like it's going to get away, I think. Can't quite line up this shot. The machine gun now for the suppression. So yeah, Panther just squeaks away, but so do the T-34. So I think Frost a little bit hard done by there, but if he just chased in a bit earlier with this Panther, definitely would have killed this one. It looks like Frost's gonna put down his mechanized truck. Sometimes with the revised OKW Stern Pioneer repair speeds, you can be a bit strapped for repairs if you don't go for double Stern Pioneers. So it looks like he's going to instead go for the mechanized truck.
Combat engineers are standing by. Yes, comrade.
T-34's been repaired, the other one's not too far behind as well. Do you have anti-tank grenades? No. Only got one squad of conscripts, so it's questionable whether it's actually worth it or not. Ooh. Oh. Oh, I thought that was the I thought that was going to be the HE grenade there for a second. I was like, oh man, is this going to be a wipe? No, it's just the incendiary grenade. It's SCGs, not the MP40s. Yeah, another very conservative truck positioning for Frost. Sometimes when I use the mech truck, I try to put it up here, close to this road, so you can do a reversal on the road to get to the truck quite quickly. Still in a very safe position. Just worried about the snare, but shouldn't be, as we know. He doesn't. Playing conservatively. I mean, if he lost his Panther now, he would probably lose. He's just invested into this mech truck. So, oh no! Oh, he's so close to that mine. Panther out here doing some good damage though, trying to vet it up, get to that vet too when it gains its bonus health. Makes it a lot harder to kill. Nice grenade on the door there. Look at these PTRS penals just getting eaten alive by these MP40 Volksgrenadiers, and that's why gotta be careful about getting too many PTRS penal squads. It does hurt the anti-infantry quite badly. He is kind of just relying on the heavy mortar team to do the anti-infantry lifting now, as well as his Dishka. So what will Frost go for next? Will it be another tank? Will it be rocket artillery? It's hard to say. Did go for the repair pioneers, as I thought he would. SU-85 coming for Caesar, that's not too much of a surprise. Hits the Panther. On prioritized vehicles here. Oh, gets a snare in. That's Ura forwards. Oh, and he's got anti-tank grenades now, but no shots have penetrated, so that doesn't actually cause a engine damage. Su-85 just completing now, but this might be a dead T-34 here. Looks like the other one's threatening to flank around, trying to dissuade the Panther from chasing. It looks like it was successful. Nice micro there by Caesar. Su-85 coming up. Could be too late. Panther's coming back around. Oh, misses that shot. Su-85. Oh, he changed directions. He was going this way. Now he's switched back to go around this way. We've got a ram. Didn't penetrate though. Just gets the stun. Panther sticking around. Needs one more shot on this Panther. Oh no! Where's he? Oh, he's spinning around. He's having trouble. SU-85 needs one more shot. No, needs two more shots. Oh, must be because of the anti-tank grenade. So he still have what, like 60 health. Looks like it was going to be the kill shot, but yeah, that's the Vet 2 bonus health on the Panther, arriving just in the nick of time. As well as the anti-tank grenade causing some of the damage rather than a shot from the tank, but that was a close call for both guys.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
And Frost, you know, being on the left side of Kholodny Ferma does have better access to these VPs, and you can see that reflected in their VP scores right now. Oh, he's running right into the satchel. Gets out there in the nick of time.
Supply lines lines have been cut.
Some overs for Frost. Don't have the LMG upgrade yet. He's trying to chase these down, but doesn't get the kill. But yeah, S-285 is, you know, obviously quite strong against Panther, but quite hard to use on this map
Double your efforts.
with its turretless design. I mean, you can't find, like, you know, using it through the center, but trying to chase anything down with it is very hard. And you have to have it positioned in the right spot every time before the fight starts. Trying to rotate it around in a panic can often result in it getting killed, or just not contributing at all. Now, oftentimes when you're fighting from the right-hand side on Kholodny Ferma in these late-game situations, you don't want to be capping the northern VP if you can avoid it. Because if your opponent has a tank that can chase down a squad along this retreat path, you can wipe them quite easily. But, you know, the Panther's not that lethal at chasing down and wiping squads, so he's actually quite safe to cap in the north. And, you know, the VP pressure is on him right now, so he kind of needs to. But yeah, you got to be cautious if you're up against, like, maybe HE Shermans up here, something like that. You get wiped on retreat very easily. So, sometimes it's easier to play for the center and the south. So all those combat engineers get taught, or get blasted out there by the T-34. T-34 actually vetting up quite nicely as well, Vet 2. And this is what I was talking about, trying to use the S-285. Can be quite perilous. It's going to take a Faust. T-34 is chasing down the Panther, and they fail. Now S-285 is going to go down. Oh, the timing on that! T-34 gets a kill shot, but not before the Raketen launches the killing blow on the SU. Now he's going for the ram. Oh, that's a throw maneuver. That is a how to throw a game 101. Going for a ram in a situation like that. Oh, he's trying to bring up the Raketen to finish the job here, but I don't think it's going to be successful. Just seeing the searchlight from Frost. That's an interesting build. But yeah, going for the ram, like, that was not a terrible idea from Caesar. Going for the kill there, you know, the SU connected with the wreck instead of the Panther there. Perhaps they could have contributed in the win, but that's what I was talking about. Using the S-285 is quite troubling on this map. And going for the ram there, that was just, even if it penetrated, I don't think it would have got the kill on the Vet 2 Panther with the bonus health. It was really a Hail Mary, which he shouldn't have gone for. Maybe if it was like an unvetted T-34, you might try something like that, but the Vet 2 one, it's a real waste. Oh, nice use of the AT grenade there, and he's actually going to force those penals away. I think he probably would have won that at that range as well.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Three Fox versus the 4 low health penals. So he ran over 2 mines on his path towards the cutoff and had to give up. Frost making quite a lot of use of those incendiary munitions. Oh, there's a free support gun. These overs really haven't been up to much. They've been on the field for quite a while. Still haven't got V1. Oh, Panther runs over a mine. He's just doesn't have that second squad of stern pioneers, so can't do any mine sweeping. And could this be the chance for the SU-85? Here's the kitten. It's coming up in support. Oh, but there's a machine gun there. And looks like he's going to abandon this. He should abandon this. Oh, what is he doing? What is he doing? Oh, how to throw 102. As soon as that machine gun started firing onto a kitten, he should have abandoned the idea. Sends tank grenade in. He doesn't have the P-terrorist with the squad, so he can't do the sticky satchel anymore as of this patch. So once again the Panther survives. I was like, oh, we got a Katyusha? And it was like, no, it's still building. It is the Stuka rocket barrage. Try and target the Dishka, which was quite easily dodged. There's quite a delay on this. Very strong against howitzers though. Now a guaranteed kill on them. So Caesar going for the Katyusha, because he's up against a lot of support weapons, especially since he donated that Rikitten back to Frost. But it's going to be hard for him to keep this safe. He has to try plant a few more mines, otherwise that Panther could just run up and snipe it quite easily. As for Frost, he's got quite a lot of all the resources. Makes me think he's going to go for the King Tiger next. But yeah, you have seen the perils of going for the flamethrower on your stern pioneers. He's been running over all sorts of mines. Could quite easily have cost him the game. But you know, stern pioneers do occupy quite a bit of population supply, so getting two squads of them is sometimes a bit of a squeeze. He has done a pretty good job of keeping his squads alive. So his Frost, so the preservation's been pretty strong for both, except for Caesar's armor, which has been woeful. But I know that feeling when you're up against the Panther and you got your T-34-76s and they just fail to penetrate and you're like, oh man. She got a couple models there. Delay the cap as well, but yeah, self-healing. It's supposed to be a Vet 5, I believe, but I made a slight mistake, and it's available at Vet 4 now. They'll probably be patched sometime in the new year. Relic on holiday at the moment. Threatening the sticky satchel. Now the Shwir doing its job, forcing away that squad. Oh, he throws a grenade on top of that mine. Look at these MP40 Volkswagens just ripping through these penals. PTRS upgrade, but they are no match. Could he even get the wipe here? Not quite. Moving around now to flank the Dishka. Dishka repositioning itself. Good micro there by Caesar. And the squad having thrown their grenade. Oh, it's on cool. It's ready to fire again, but didn't quite get it off in the nick of time before he got suppressed. And I don't think this is going to work. No, he comes out of suppression in the nick of time, and it might actually work. Just in the middle, not doing too much. Yeah, Dishka has to abandon ship. These Katyusha brothers haven't been quite strong enough so far. The T-34 for Caesar. Needs them to force away these squads. Now that he's got, you know, PTRS on his penals, can't really effectively fight Frost infantry, so he does rely on the T-34 for that anti-infantry kick. But here comes the King Tiger for Frost. And this could be the game ender. I mean, still very possible for him to lose the KT, but he would have to be very reckless to do so. Probably hear each other moving through the fog of war, crushing various trees. SU-85 misses its first shot, firing on the move there. Panther misses its second shot. 34 bouncing both its shells. But that's allowed these PTRS penals to get close enough for a sticky satchel, and it's going to go through. It's to under half. King Tiger is there. SU-85 was a little bit slow to chase. Panther's going to escape once again, vetting up quite nicely. Targeting the repairs. Gets two Stern Pioneer models there. Oh, and he wipes them! Oh man! That's a real shame to lose your vet up Stern Pioneers like that, but maybe now he'll switch to some Minesweeper Stern Pioneers. Oh, he actually kills that!
We have lost one of our armored vehicles.
The MP40 Volksgrenadiers, I don't know. I should have been paying attention to that maybe. They're going to die for their service, but that was interesting. We're building Stern Pioneers. Might even go for 2 squads of Stern Pioneers now that he's lost a couple other squads. Just make sure those repairs on the tanks are instantaneous. Certainly will be a lot faster than the 1 squad of combat engineers from Caesar, which don't even have any veterancy. No, he's going for more folks. What's those snares, I suppose? But yeah, I think I would probably get 2 squads of Stern Pioneers here. Minesweeping for the repairs. Just once you do the minesweeping, you can get a bit more aggressive with your tanks. This tank's taking forever to repair.
We are losing territory.
Stern Pioneers are indeed getting the minesweep upgrade. Doesn't really need the flamethrower now. There's not have many relevant buildings or heavy cover positions anymore. All been flattened. Frost's in a tough spot. He's obviously got a lot of strong armor, but he just doesn't have the infantry to cap up the VPs. He's been draining quite a lot in the last 2 minutes. Oh god, heavy mortar at close range.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory. Resistance must have been light.
Doesn't get the kill there. Remember, the bundle grenade did receive a slight nerf.
We have an isolated sector.
Double EC-85s. Oh, he's going to take a Faust. No, he doesn't. Oh, he doesn't actually have the munitions for it right now. He might be regretting using one of those Stuka rocket barrages.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
EC-85 is very troubling for the King Tiger to deal with that. Nice tech rounds there by Frost.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
He's capping.
Engineers ready for assignment.
King Tiger just rolling straight down the middle, going to take a lot of damage to the EC-85s. One of them hits Vet 2, that's trouble. Panther charging in though, from the side. Oh, he takes a sticky satchel. Could this be the end of the King Tiger? EC-85's chasing down, he loses his penal squad. He needs to get the KT in return. Misses that shot. Here's a Raketin. Bounces. One more shot, one more Faust. Anything will kill the EC-85, and he gets the kill. But that was a close call by trying to divert his... Oh, main gun destroyed critical. Oh, poor Caesar. Man, those main gun destroyed crits are so devastating. Oh, man. I really feel quite sorry for him. I wish they got rid of those main gun crits. Probably would have died anyway, but you know, might have even been able to get 2 shots off before that happened. Probably would have resulted in the death of this Panther, honestly. So I think a Vet 2 it gains its bonus penetration as well. Stands a better chance of penetrating the Panther. Terrorist Penal's chasing down here. Probably need to try and use the PTRS to get the kill here. I don't think they were ever going to get close enough for a sticky satchel. Oh, looks like they triggered it right at the end there, right as they were going to die. But I think that might be it for Caesar. He was looking so strong, but, you know, threw away a few of those T-34s, just unable to kill this Panther. For 2 more squads of MP40 Folks. MP40 Folks is probably better against the Discers, you know, with their smoke grenades. Probably part of his thinking. Oh, nice smoke. Something you can't forget about. A lot of people complaining about the ISG not being that strong, but not making use of the smoke on it. I'm also falling into that category, forgetting to use the smoke on it, but I haven't been complaining about it. Not too much, at least. Panther back up to full. T-34 stands little chance against a Vet 4 Panther. Searchlight spots the way is clear. But doesn't want to get flanked by those PTRS penals and perhaps lose somehow. Caesar now has enough fuel for another T-34, but probably going to go for the SU-85 again. Looks like Frost not going for another Panther. Looks like he's saving for another King Tiger.
The enemy has cut off a sector.
86 VPs left for Caesar. He's about to be under a triple cap. He's got one last roll of the dice here, I feel. But yeah, I talked about it. It's quite hard to use the SU-85 on this map, and a few suboptimal engagements from Caesar cost him, you know, trying to use his SU-85 coming through here when there's Rakitten. And again, trying to use their Rakitten to try chase down Panther. Against all the odds of it actually working. Oh, Frost's actually going for a walking Stuka now. Interesting. I think I probably would have gone for another Panther in this situation. Your opponent's so low on VPs, you know, you don't want to like risk losing the game from being low on tanks. I feel like the walking Stuka will have to get wipes, guaranteed wipes on the Discus to actually be better than the Panther in this spot. And if he does by some miracle lose his Panther, you know, that T-34 can do quite a lot of damage.
We must hold the enemy. We are down to our last 25 points.
SU-85 in focus sight mode. Scoping out that Panther. Even Mortar Team has been a real thorn in Frost's side throughout this match. They're so hard to kill because 6-man squads and they don't decrew at 2 men. They go right to the last man can carry that weapon away. Very hard to wipe. Uses the Stuka barrage to prevent the cap there. And looks like that Stuka's going to go down, just as what I was talking about. There goes the SU-85 though. Nice Rakitten positioning. There goes the T-34 taking a lot of damage on its rear armor. So a few things to sharpen up here for Caesar. I mean, I feel like he went for those PTRS on his penals too early before there were any tanks. He's still going to try fight this one to the end. Doesn't seem like it's going to work out too well for him. Probably should have just surrendered at this point, right? Oh, this is a situation I wouldn't recommend charging across negative cover towards Penal squad.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory. The enemy is reduced to 200 points.
P40 Fox just ruining those conscripts. Not even going to get the wipe if he chased there. Looks like it's going to be a lot of squads getting thrown in the middle, going for the cap.
We have a new T-34 standing
Another
by.
King Tiger for Frost. It's going to stop anything happening in the north.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Nice smoke usage there again. There we go. T-34 against Vet 5 Panther and King Tiger. I think this is going to go too well.
The sector has been cut off.
Another ram. And GG. So yeah, well, we got to see some action from Frost. He made good use of the incendiary barrage on his infantry support gun. Didn't overcommit on the MP40 Fox, just got one squad, so he wasn't useless at long range. And then, you know, once he's up against just like PTRS Penals and stuff, he can invest more into them at that stage. But I think getting MP40 Fox against, or like all MP40 Fox against Penals is a recipe for disaster, even on a map like this where you can get some close range engagements going. But yeah, Caesar just couldn't quite get it done, couldn't quite kill that Panther. A few chances to just, you know, escape with his T-34s. Maybe he could have done it if he didn't throw them all away, but well played by both players. I'll wrap on that, guys. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.